Hello, today I'm going to talk to you guys about weight loss, vegan weight loss. I actually didn't become vegan because I wanted to lose weight, but I did start eating healthy about 9 years ago because I wanted to lose weight, because I had body image issues, and to be completely honest, I didn't want to starve myself. I always liked to cook and I always liked to eat, but I was always very, very picky growing up. So when I was in college and I was having these body image issues and I was feeling guilty every time I ate like anything, I realized, I know that fruits and vegetables are good for you. I know vegetables are very low in calories. Maybe if I learn how to make vegetables taste good, I can eat amazing, delicious food and not be guilty, because I was feeling really guilty. So I just found different blogs and I started watching the Food Network religiously, and I taught myself how to make vegetables taste good. Now, I wasn't vegetarian at the time, but I did become vegetarian quickly after, and I didn't become vegan until a few years after that, but that was the initial impetus for me to start eating healthy. So I totally understand how people could get into vegan diet or the vegan lifestyle because they want to lose weight. When I became vegan, it wasn't because I wanted to lose weight. By the time I became vegan, I was totally I wasn't totally happy with my body, but I felt as though I was as healthy as I could be, and I didn't think that the vegan diet was going to make me any healthier. I simply became vegan for ethical reasons, for the animals. So I didn't grow up eating healthy. I did grow up as a semi-vegetarian, as we like to call it, meaning I didn't eat red meat, but I wasn't vegetarian. I ate fish and I ate chicken. So I ate fish and chicken, which a lot of people are like, oh, well, you don't eat red meat, you're so much healthier. But no. I ate a lot of baked goods, I ate a lot of processed foods, I ate a lot of cookies and sweets and soda and Kool-Aid and sweetened iced tea and all of that stuff. Fried food on the regular, just processed bad stuff. It's typical American diet minus the red meat. And my family, they always knew how important fruits and vegetables were. Actually, I always ate a lot of fruit, but they always knew how important those foods were. But I didn't like those foods, and I was spoiled. They didn't really make me eat too much that I didn't want to eat. I didn't like hardly any vegetables. I always liked sweet potatoes. I liked broccoli. I liked beans. Maybe a lot of kids don't like beans, but for me, until I was in college, that's pretty much all the healthy food that I liked, plus fruit, like I said. So I never ate salads. I didn't like onions. I hated nuts, seeds, just all these things that I don't even know if I'd ever tasted them. I just didn't like them. So now I eat so many vegetables. I love them now because I've learned how to prepare them in a way that I like and that I enjoy. I love nuts and seeds, and I love all the foods that I didn't like before, which has been great because I eat so much healthy food now that I don't have to worry about I'm eating so bad, I'm eating so poorly, I have to watch my weight, all this stuff, because I feel like the foods that I eat now are they're just good food. You don't have to count calories. You don't have to feel guilty after you eat them. You just eat. And I still do eat just, the less healthy stuff. I eat refined sugar. I eat refined flour. You've probably seen on my channel that I like to bake. I like to use all sorts of junk and oil and earth balance and stuff. But I eat all those things in moderation. And I feel like if you eat those foods in moderation, then you don't really have to you don't have to feel guilty about it. Those things are a nice little treat to have, ever so often. So I started eating vegetables, started eating healthy because I specifically wanted to be thin. I wanted to like the body that I'm in. And I don't feel that way anymore. I really don't, because, and this is new, now, even once I became vegan and vegetarian and started eating healthier, I still had body image issues, but they started to not be as extreme. They didn't control me as much as they did before I started eating healthy. And now I'm at the point, like 9 years later, since I originally changed my diet, I don't feel like I have many body image issues at all. Like, I don't feel guilty after I eat junk food. I don't feel like I need to lose weight all the time. Like, oh, if I could just get rid of those extra 5 pounds or whatever. And the reason is that I feel like I have healthy habits now. I feel like the foods that I eat are good for me, and that I'm just like straight up doing the right thing. Like, straight up, like if I eat a big bowl of, like a big Buddha bowl or something, that's a ton of food, and somebody might be like, oh my God, that's a lot of food. I like, why feel guilty? Like, all the things that I eat are like as fuel for my body. They're not gonna stick on my body. They're not gonna make me feel like I'm fat or like I need to lose weight. And also I'm active now. I'm not too active, like I don't work out every single day, but I practice yoga like at least 4-5 days a week. I ride my bike. I live in New York City, so I walk everywhere. So I don't really have to go out of my way too much to like always work out and always like count calories and like be on a strict diet, because over time I've just been able to make it part of my life. And it didn't happen overnight. I didn't become vegan overnight. I didn't understand like what I should be eating overnight. But over time, I've been able to build these healthy habits. I don't even know if you could do it overnight. And it's difficult because the people around us, like most people in the United States, aren't eating that well. Most people in the US say they want to lose weight. Most people in the United States are actually considered to be overweight. Like, you know, their BMI is like, I think it's like 65% of Americans or something like that is overweight. Now, if everyone around you is eating unhealthy and not having healthy lifestyles, it makes it a lot harder for us as people who want to maintain healthy living and, you know, be healthier. It makes it a lot harder to do that, because, you know, for me and my own family, I remember like going to visit family and them making fun of the fact that I don't eat like any of that stuff anymore, any of the standard American fare anymore. And like, you know, you could go to like a family event or an event with friends and you can't eat certain things. It can be really difficult, and it can make you feel like, ugh, I'm just gonna do it right now. I'm just gonna eat this food, and then next week I'll start my healthy eating, or next month or whatever. Keep pushing it off. But really, you have to get past it. You need to like surround yourself with people who are doing what you want to do, eating how you want to eat, having the healthy lifestyles that you also want. And you know, if you feel like there's no one in your community who is living healthy, living well, then one, I would try to get my family and my friends to come along with me. And if that doesn't work, or even if it does work, also find a community of people online. Like, YouTube is a great place to see other people and learn about how other people are eating healthy and living well. But I will say, it's very important to be careful and to be discerning about where you get your inspiration and how your inspiration makes you feel. Because I know a lot of people look at Fitspiration or Fitspo to feel inspired to lose weight and to be skinny and to be fit and all this stuff. But I know for a fact from personal experience that a lot of that inspiring stuff makes you feel like crap. So if it makes you feel like crap, then don't look at it. One of my friends gave me this amazing piece of advice. We made a video together, which I'll link here. It's about weight loss and body image. But she recommended that if you want to lose weight, or if you want to feel better about the body that you already have, which is very important if you want to lose weight, you should start from a place of like, I love myself and I am in charge of myself and I can make changes for myself. Anyway, if you want to do that, follow people on social media, on YouTube and such, who literally make you feel good. Look at people who may be bigger than you, that are beautiful and confident and who radiate what you want to radiate. Hopefully that's more inspirational than just looking at people post like super skinny photos of themselves, you know? So the $1 million question is, if I become vegan, will I lose weight? I get that question all the time. And the answer is, if you have weight to lose, yes, you'll lose weight. Oh, but there's another condition. You will lose weight if you eat a whole food vegan diet. So, if you go vegan to lose weight, you can still just eat processed food, junk food, and not lose any weight. You might even gain weight. So it's really important that you, one, make sure you're eating whole foods, unprocessed foods, mostly unprocessed foods, mostly unrefined things, whole grains, beans, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, getting your healthy fats, getting all of that stuff. Then yes, if you have weight to lose, you will lose it. Eventually, you're just gonna hit a place where you're at a healthy weight and you're not gonna lose any more weight. But it also goes the other way. When I first became vegan, I actually gained weight because I was far too skinny. I was, doing my little exercise, unhealthy little lifestyle thing, and I was 15 pounds lighter than I am today. And that's unnecessary. So once I became vegan, I gained weight because I was eating a lot healthier. I was focused more on making sure I have a balanced diet. I was getting more calories, more healthy fat, and I gained weight. So if you have weight to gain, you'll gain it. If you have weight to lose, you'll lose it. Now, if you're certain that you do have weight to lose and you're ready to go vegan, and then you're confused like, oh, should I eat raw? Or should I go for high carb cooked, like the McDougall plan, the starch solution? What kind of way should I be eating as a vegan? Really, I like to keep it 100% simple. I don't go by diets. Look, I think you should eat just healthy food, just like basic. Like everybody knows that fruits and vegetables are healthy, that beans and whole grains are healthy, that nuts are healthy. Just eat that. So yes, you can eat some raw food. Salads are great. Having raw food like throughout your day is great. But cooked food is also really great too. So I think a combination of both. When it comes to high carb, to be honest, most vegan food is already high in carbs. So it's super important to not think of like high carb diet, but complex carbs. So instead of eating refined carbs like white rice and white bread, eat the complex stuff, so whole grains like brown rice, red rice, black rice, farro, quinoa, teff, all these different things. Eat those things. Beans are so wonderful. They help you stay full for longer. By the way, all this stuff is very full of fiber, so that helps you stay full for longer. All this stuff is also very high in protein, also helps you stay full for longer. I also have heard that, oh, I'll never be as thin as you because you don't eat that much food. I eat way more food than that. I won't be thin like you. Okay, so my answer to that is everybody's body is different. So maybe you won't be as thin as me, but that's totally fine as long as you're healthy. Being thin does not mean you're healthy at all. Being what might be considered overweight does not mean you're unhealthy at all. Those things are not mutually exclusive. And then so another thing is like when I do these what I eat in a day videos, I realize that a lot of people get the perception that I eat a lot less than I do, because when we edit the videos, we don't show every single time I go back for seconds, or we usually don't show me eating out of a big salad bowl that I usually do. So I should probably do a video and like do all that. But I do eat a lot of food for me. Like I eat as much food as I think I need to feel full. Like as soon as I'm full, I'm good. Like yesterday for lunch, my boyfriend and I had big salads. We each ate our salad in a big bowl. For me, it was so perfect. It was enough food. It was about a half of a bunch of kale, ton of tempeh, sweet potatoes in there, a yummy dressing, put some seeds on top. Like that's something I would eat for lunch. As long as you're eating the healthy stuff, the whole food plant-based diet, like I said, then you're gonna be fine. Don't worry about, I know everybody, a lot of people say, oh, I wanna lose weight. But some people like literally don't need to lose weight. You might think you are overweight or whatever, but if you're healthy, you're healthy. Like you might not need to lose any weight at all. I'm at the weight that I'm supposed to be, and everybody's body is different. And so you basically have to figure out how much food you should be eating. The way to figure it out is, do I feel full? Do I feel nourished? If you don't feel full and you don't feel nourished, then you should probably be eating more of that healthy food. I think I eat what I call an 80-20 diet. So 80% of the food that I eat is very healthy, whole food, all vegan, no matter what. And so the other 20%, and it might even be less than 20, but the other 20% can be things like cinnamon buns and brownies and cookies and sweet tea and things like that. And so in my mind, the balance between mostly healthy and a little bit of unhealthy food just, makes it so that I can maintain the weight that I'm at right now, which is, I really truly believe, my healthy weight. I don't have anything to lose or gain, and not have to worry about it. So I don't feel guilty. Look, everybody's so different. So it's really hard for me to say like, oh, eat 80-20. 20% of the time, you can manage only eating one brownie a week. But you might be different. Maybe you can't eat just one brownie. Maybe you have to eat the whole tray. And that's totally okay. You just have to figure out what is best for you, what is right for you, what you can realistically manage for yourself. Because it's not just about like, oh, eat these things and you're gonna lose weight. You also have to really take into consideration your lifestyle, your personal psychology. All of these things come into play. I can't tell you what to eat, what to think, what to do. All I can say is that I know for a fact that whole food, plant-based, vegan eating is the way for you to be at a healthy weight, to maintain a healthy weight. Now, if you're watching this video and you're like my size, which like I said is, I think my perfectly healthy weight, and you still want to lose 15, 20 pounds, then this advice probably isn't for you. Like, you probably have to do other workouts and probably eat less food than I eat. So I don't know, I can't help you with that. But legit, if you're the type of person, if you're the person who just wants to hit a healthy weight to be your healthiest self, whether that's bigger than me or smaller than me, then eat whole food, plant-based. Don't worry about, oh, I'm gonna eat all raw, should I eat all raw? Or don't worry about, I can't eat any sugar or any gluten or any of that stuff. Don't worry about that. Just make sure you eat a whole food, plant-based diet. It's really that simple. And by the way, it's not actually easy. Like, it might sound easy to just say, oh, just eat fruits and vegetables. But it takes time to start just eating fruits and vegetables. It takes time to go vegan. Most people don't go vegan overnight. It takes time to get your body used to certain foods. It takes time to change your habits. It takes time to learn how to make food that you actually think tastes delicious, and to have the time, like the time of day and the time in your week to prepare food for yourself. So it's all a journey. And I feel as though once you're on that journey, it becomes easier and easier as you go. It's very important that you stay patient with yourself and with your process. Because look, 9 years after first starting to eat healthy, I am at a place where I feel very confident in my diet and my lifestyle. But I look back to where I was all those years before, and I remember thinking like, oh, I remember being frustrated with like cooking, like, oh, I'm never gonna be able to make this thing taste delicious. I remember when I first tried butternut squash, I was in school and I made a butternut squash soup and I thought it was delicious, but that was the only way I knew how to prepare that one vegetable, which I thought was kind of boring. But here, now, 9 years later, like, I can use this thing in so many different ways. I can cook a butternut squash with my eyes closed. But the point is that it just takes time, and it really is worth sticking with it and all the effort that it might take. Plus, cooking is so much fun. Eating food that's delicious is fun. There are all these amazing other aspects to eating a whole food vegan diet. It makes your skin a lot clearer. I know it did for me. My digestive system is so much better. I have a better mood. I just feel like a much healthier, happier person. So it's beyond just, trying to lose weight. There's so many other glorious aspects. And of course, we cannot forget all the ethical reasons that one might become vegan. It's better for the animals. It's a way of eating without causing harm to others. And of course, it's better for the environment too. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope this little heart-to-heart was helpful for you, especially if you've been considering becoming vegan, specifically because you want to lose weight. So if you have any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. If you too have feedback, if you have other things that you'd like to add to the discussion that are not questions, I would love to hear those as well. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye. So very important, healthy, holistic, goodies. You don't have to add that part.